My name is Courtney, and welcome to the Overthinker Guide.
Editor Courtney here. So first, when this comes out, it'll be my birthday, so happy birthday to me. But this is going to be part 2 of the LA trip, days 3 and 4, mostly 3. So enjoy.
So, day 3 was my sister and I's last day because we still had work. But my stepmom, dad, and little sister stayed for the rest of the week. So, we went to Venice Beach in the morning and actually still worked out a little bit before we went to the beach. I swear, my dad got up on the rocks there because he wanted to get a cool shot of the water hitting against the rock and like splashing over, and I'll start a picture. I swear we spent like an hour just doing that, just trying to get him that picture.
I don't think it's gonna hit anything. Is that a decent one?
No, it hit around you. It looks cool around you.
I'm probably exaggerating, but like that was what majority of my time was spent at the beach doing. So then after that, we went to Santa Monica Pier where we were gonna have lunch. I was hoping to have time to actually like do like the Ferris wheel and the roller coasters there, but we didn't get there until later. And then my friend actually drove up from San Diego, so I didn't obviously want to keep her waiting. So I was like, so basically when we got there, we only had time for lunch, or I only had time for lunch. And then I went off with my friend to go to the Academy Museum, and we saw the different exhibits that they had. That was pretty cool. It was $25 for tickets, and then parking is an additional $20. So we split that with each other. So if you can split it with people, it's fine, but otherwise it's a $45 trip. And then around there is the like tar pit situation, which my friend showed me, and then these the urban light sculptures, which was cool. So after we went to the museum, we kind of walked around the area just for a little bit. We were meeting up with one of our other friends who live in LA, and we were gonna eat dinner at KBBQ, which is a Korean fried chicken place. If you know me, you know I watch a lot of K-dramas, and I saw BBQ always, like, not always, but featured on the K-dramas. I was like, oh, we have BBQs in America. So we were gonna eat dinner with him there because he lives close to the area. And but before we did that, I asked if we could stop by Amoeba Music because I like to collect records and I want to stop by the record store. So my friend agreed, and she drove me there. We looked around. I ended up not getting anything. I think she did get something though, and I got like a pin just to show that I'd been to Amoeba Music. And then after that, we met our friend, because I think he was still working, because at this point it was like Monday. Yeah, I think it was Monday. So he was at work, so we had to wait until he got off work to eat dinner with him. So BBQ. First of all, amazing fried chicken. Amazing fried chicken. My friends told me to get the honey garlic, so that's what I got. We all got honey garlic. We could have just got like a large and split it, but so good. And they actually gave me a lot of food, so I actually ended up not eating it all, and I still had leftovers from Roscoe's also. So I brought some of it home so my family could try it, right? My family had tried the like piece of chicken, and they stole my leftovers. So needless to say, BBQ chicken is good. Definitely check out if there's one in your area. We found out there was a couple in Georgia. One of my friends told me, and I was like, I feel like I would know if we have BBQs in Atlanta, but we did. So I actually put my mom onto BBQ also. So my friends got me, which got my whole family hooked on BBQ chicken. Definitely check it out. Love BBQ chicken. Sponsor me. Just kidding. So yeah, and then my friend drove me back to the Airbnb before she drove back to San Diego. Like, and the fact, because like San Diego to LA, I think is like a 2-hour drive. So I was just like, she drove up. And granted, like I flew, but still, you know, making a special trip like that is so sweet. Yeah, that was the end of day 3. So I spent half the day with my family, half the day with some friends. And then the last day, I'll be quick because it's just the same. So remember when I said when you fly standby, it's good to have the first flight out? Well, I think me and my sister did end up doing the second or third flight. I can't remember because it was super early. My dad would have been the one to drop us off at the airport and he didn't want to wake up that early. So we got like the second flight out and we were there from I think like 7 and we didn't get out until 2 or 3 o'clock. We missed flight after flight after flight. And we didn't get back home until I think 4 or 5, maybe later. I actually can't remember, but we were at the airport all day. The good thing was that the airline we were using, they have like a hospitality staff at that particular airport, so they offered snacks. So of course the first time we went ahead and got snacks, we assumed we were getting on the plane. Then the second time they came back and offered snacks, so we got some more snacks. So that was good. And then we eventually just went to get lunch, but we had to go back and forth to different gates because we were standby and we were low priority because we had buddy passes. So that took forever, but we finally made it home. And I drove her because, again, she was dropped off by my dad, so I drove her back home, and then I drove home myself after getting my dog. Or no, actually, I think I spent the night at my mom's house because she had my dog, and I didn't feel like driving all the way home. I was tired, so then I drove home the next morning and got ready for work. So yes, that was the LA trip. I had a good time. This was, again, I hadn't had a vacation in a while, and I was really craving on traveling again. And it was really nice to catch up with my friends because again, since they live in another state entirely, I don't really see them often. I don't really see a lot of my friends often because none of them live here. So if you want to see more videos like this, please leave a like down below, consider subscribing, and leave a comment for places that you've been to LA. This was my little sister's trip, and so we left it up to her to plan the itinerary, but she hadn't really planned anything, and it was getting very close to the trip. So I ended up kind of asking her what are things she wanted to do, and I made a Google My Maps of it and shared it with the family, and that's how we kind of chose our itinerary, and we knew where things were. So I do have a blog post about Google My Maps, and I'll leave that in the link below, as well as a link to all the LA trip blog posts. And the next video may be about planning trips for the year. But until then, I will see you next time, Overthinkers.